Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm your host, Abe Cias. We got some crazy stories we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight, we're talking about the wicked lechuza, tecolote, and brujas. For whoever's up, all the late night owls, early morning roosters, we're here live on Restream, YouTube, Facebook. And for those who follow my show road TikToks under HCS895. How you doing, Sister Abigail? How you doing tonight? I hope you're doing great. I'm just fixing to share it to some of the groups that I share my contact with. Here we are. There's cousin Jesse bringing them in.
Welcome everybody. How y'all doing? Hello Abigail. How you doing? Cousin, how are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I was playing for a jackpot, and the X-Man got it. want to go? You want to go collect on that?
Yeah, I'm glad somebody got it, man.
Yeah,
Is that like a game that you play, man?
isn't we play online?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a system called Kraken, and
Cracking?
there's different ones. There's Kraken, Panda Master, but you got to put some money in it,
Yeah.
try to win.
But I'll tell you what, man, I'm not gonna leave the light in the backyard off tonight. and
You're gonna leave it
it's,
on.
yeah, man, I was talking to Cynthia earlier. And showed her pictures of some tracks that I found by that little shack.
You found some tracks.
Found some tracks, man, but they don't go nowhere. They go in a circle and then they disappear. They don't go nowhere. How you
What
doing,
kind
man,
of
dude?
what kind
It
of
look.
tracks?
I'm not sure if it's How you doing, my bro? I'm not sure if it's a raccoon or a possum.
Could be a tacuache.
But like I said, man, the tracks didn't lead nowhere, man. It's just
Oh,
three tracks, and then it doesn't go nowhere. It disappears.
that's crazy.
Like I said, man, I was doing my best imitation of a Native American because I'm from South Texas. I know how to track,
I
and
didn't
like I
track.
said, I know how to track something, man. I know how to look for tracks and follow the tracks. I can tell you how old they are,
Hmm.
but it was just uh, three tracks of different feet, and it didn't go anywhere, man. Like it disappeared up into the air.
Yeah, I got some stories to share, man. Of what I remember back in the day, and then some stories that I remember my brother, my oldest brother, that he told me. Some stories that he shared with me that I haven't shared. Um, the things that we witnessed. Like it's like when we talk, I remember things, and I it's like I remember things that he forgotten. Then he would tell me things that I had forgotten, but then I remembered. Like memory recall. But it's all dealing with spiritual warfare, man. That's what happens uh, where there's a lot of things happening at once. A lot of how should I say, like
Jackie home.
the hometown or Raymondville, a lot of brujos and brujas. So there's a lot of evil happening. Where somebody's trying to send rock to somebody, then they send it back to the other person. So we're just going back and forth, back and forth.
I walk the bear.
A lot of strange events happen, right? But we'll get that to the moment. I named it the wicked lechuza telecote
Tecolote.
brujas. Telecote, ¿qué es un telecote, primo? It's like a
Mm,
lechuza,
Primo,
or
es
is it like a raccoon?
tecolote. Es tecolote, not telecote. Es tecolote.
Oh, tecolote. Oops,
Yeah.
I'll fix it. Telecote,
Tecolote is an owl. That's what they call in Spanish. They're called tecolotes.
an owl. Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's like an Indian word, man. Tecolote.
Tecolo,
Tecolote. It's not.
tecolote.
It's not
I mean, like,
tuculote.
remember you
It's
have to name it like that, man, because you put elote in it,
yeah.
corn.
Yeah, man. You want me to share what
Tecolote.
happened last night, or you want me to wait till we get more viewers,
We,
man?
can- we, can, we can wait when we get some more people in here.
How you doing, Joshua Orban Casto?
How you doing, brother? Yeah, cousin Jesse had a crazy event that happened, and he shared it with me uh, this afternoon.
I shared it
Uh,
with Cynthia, and then she freaked out.
oh yeah, that's I know that the what you said is accurate because when they surface up around my home, that's what they do. So I know that you're being truthful of the story that you shared.
Hello, Valkyrie Meadows. Hello, little brother Mario Morua. How you doing, man?
Anyway, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about some culo, man. I need to change that
Yeah.
title, man. I need to fix it. If there's any ladies in the house that we were thinking about no culo, I just spelled it wrong. Telecote, tequelote. I don't know. It's late, man. I mean, shit, half the
you
people don't even know what it means.
you're upset that you didn't get the little jackpot.
There you go, Sister Rackery Meadows. Brujas are real. Yes, they are.
What's up,
Man,
exuberant Jeffrey?
we witnessed those pinche brujas in the 70s down in
Mm-hmm.
South Texas in the Rio Grande Valley. Man, it was hot and heavy at that time with a lot of witchcraft, a lot of brujos and brujas.
Welcome in under fire 987. Not yeah.
And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Not the bruja from Wizard of Oz.
Well, good night under fire. Sleep good, man, and get some rest, man. Thank you for coming in. What's up, the
But,
dude? ¿Qué pasó?
barn owls.
El
Uh,
vato.
there's barn owls, but this is not the lechuzas. And I spell it right. How do you say it? Tecolote, or
Tecolote.
or different than a barn owl. Well, technically they'll say lechuza is like an owl, or tecolote is an owl. But when I talk about lechuzas, I'm talking about the manifestation that a dark witch can take, which is
A
a
harpy.
huge black owl. It's pretty massive. Matter of fact, I got a short reel of one that is massive. They're pretty big.
Yes,
When
little brother.
you can see something big flying in the sky, and it's like 150 feet in the air. Imagine if it comes down, how big it's gonna look.
You in Oklahoma now, the dude? Orale.
In Palmview, 1993. Palmview. She says very real. Uh, Primo Mario says Mexico is hot and heavy. Yeah, to this day, lots of videos on YouTube.
Hi,
Yes,
Monica. How you doing? Yes, they can shapeshift, Valkyrie. Valkyrie.
the dude is originally from Central Texas. What?
But now
Bayou in
he's in Oklahoma now.
Oklahoma. Sounds like somebody we know from Oklahoma.
No, well, I'm hoping it's not.
Tecolote. Elote.
Yeah, that is the telecote. Tecolote. Oh, you live outside of Mission? That's good to know about Valkyrie.
Outside of Mission. Well, she knows
Yeah,
that she's from the Valle.
yeah. That's what she says. She's seen a lot of things.
Yeah, Valkyrie. So she's in a lot of lechuzas, brujas. And it was hot and heavy in the 70s.
80s
Wasn't it
too, man.
Valkyrie? It was, yeah. Well, I mean, you could see him, the brujas back in the 70s. They didn't give a damn. They showed themselves. Like they'll
Wow,
literally
you
be
been
walking in the middle of the street, dressed all in black. Las brujas.
hello, Monica Davies. Yeah, she's from McAllen, then Sherryland, Mission, then Palmview.
Yeah, yeah.
Been
So
all over the area.
maybe we can have her on the show and she can talk about this if she would like to jump on and share some of her experience.
What's up, Juan Avila? ¿Qué hubo, le, vato?
Oh yeah. So she knows about the how the brujas work. Sherryland, yeah. When I used to be in track, we used to compete against all those. Yeah, but I don't know where Cherryland is, the Mission, Palmview. But matter of fact, there used to be a bruja that lived over there near one of those road in that area
Yeah, that's what you're not supposed
near
to do, the dude. You're not
near
supposed to do that, the dude.
like a little lake, like a little. It was like a lake or a pond.
Yes, I have the dude. I've seen one close up and very close.
Uh, so have you ever seen a dog man?
Yes, I have.
That's what they said there. Have you ever seen a dog man? Uh, that's what somebody named them as dog man, but they're named other things before even it it was named dog man. Lycanthropes, werewolves. Uh, some people say they're shapeshifter skinwalkers. She says there are spirits that are summoned, uh, and people that are spiritual like me, we say they are demonic in nature. I call them the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. A dog man, such as a Bigfoot, is just a manifestation that they take. The goat man is a manifestation they can take. They can manifest into different things in the blink of an eye. You could be seeing a Bigfoot, next thing you know, you're seeing a dog man, next thing you're seeing It looks like a native, and then it just keeps on changing, because that's its abilities, because it's demonic in nature. Uh, we can tell them a little bit about what the DDN is, uh, but we're sticking to the topic of the wicked witch, tecolote. I just misspelled it. Uh, but yeah, their manifestations is kind of like the way you put those things to a spiritual test, brother and sisters. If you see a Bigfoot or what you think is a Bigfoot, these things that they manifest to look beastly for the fear factor. If they can get you to be afraid, that's a spiritual opening for them to attack you spiritually, because they're demonic in nature. Uh, if you give them power of belief that what you're witnessing is real, there's a spiritual opening, and that they can attach themselves to you, or into your home, come around your home because you're believing in it. Yeah, there, and I think the other name for it will be a nagual. Also, is another name for a nagual, but they're dealing with witchcraft, necromancy, uh, through, like, how should I say, magic, right? Like magic. That's that's how they're created, is out of that. That's why the brujas can shapeshift that way. Those brujas, their soul is already doesn't belong to them no more. So it's like their soul mission here on Earth, since they already know their fate, is just to continue to do the evil works. Whatever agreement they made with, uh, I call them the soul collectors. It comes from whatever agreement they made. They continue to do the evil works. Imagine this: it could be your grandmother, your mother, or a family member, and they give you a smile and a hug, but at the same time, they're trying to do brujeria on you because there's no good in them anymore, because they've already sold their soul. So they can give you a smile, but there's no love in them, because the only thing that they want to do is evil.
Yes, I
That's
know, Valkyrie, because our great grandma was a medicine woman. She was what we call a bruja blanca. She was a healer.
Yeah, tecolote. I misspelled it, dude. I misspelled. I don't know what I was thinking. So before we continue, cousin Jesse got a story for y'all. But before we continue the story that cousin Jesse, this happened. It's fresh. It happened last night. But I wanna, before we continue. I mean, the talk is good. I want to share a short reel of a huge, what seems to be a manifestation of an owl, but it's huge. But there was a different manifestation before it turned into the owl, and I wanted to share that with you off the short reel that I got, because I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Let's see what the comments are saying. The power of life and death. Yes, es pinche
Valkyrie
bruja.
says, Valkyrie says she's a white witch, a medicine woman,
White
healer.
witches. That's good. Nice to meet you, Sister Valkyrie.
How you doing, Lawrence?
My mom owns a ranch out there. It's all woods, and we sit outside and drink beer. The dude.
We'll get to that in a minute, Monica. Let cousin Abe share this real.
I used to see a white owl in the broad daylight in the spring on a. Beer tree for reason. Check out this one. This is see, I follow my spiritual senses when I'm tracking something. I'm a tracker, a spiritual tracker. I can track down something if there's something evil in your property or in your home. I track it down. Shadow figures or whatever. And this is what I'm going to share with you is a capture of an area that I go investigate because there's a lot of activity there. I believe it's native activity. Let me find the short reel so I can share it with y'all.
Welcome, Lunar Eclipse. How you doing?
All right, let's share this because cousin Jesse got a story to share with y'all after I share this video or this short reel. Here you go. Let's make it big.
Oh wow, he's right there, cousin.
You see how he turns his head
Yeah,
from one?
he's fucking huge. He's fucking huge, man.
Yeah, that's huge. He literally turns his head all the way around, and I want to show you something. Look at this.
Look at that thing, man.
Right here, it doesn't look like that. That looks like what does that look like to you from the side, cousin?
I don't know, man. It looks like to me. It looks like a big dog.
Right here, right?
Yeah,
Or like a
it looks
it
like
looks
a
different.
squash.
But look, it's gonna change form. Watch.
That's what I thought too. The dude that was a Bigfoot, but nah, man, that's a
Yeah,
wolf.
that's what I was trying to say. It looks like a Bigfoot, but look at this. It's gonna manifest and change form or shapeshift to something else. Right up. Let me get it right there to around right here. Oh, it's gonna. Oops.
There it
It's,
is.
it's gonna change form. Watch from what seems to be a Bigfoot, right, or you want to call it a dog man, to that.
The hell?
Look at the big beak or
Mm-hmm.
the
Those look like his eyes.
from that. I'll just play it. I'm just wanted to see that it's two different things from when it shows
And
itself right there. That looks something different, right? It still's pretty big, but it looks bigger after this. Watch. it
wow, look at that
looks
face.
like it got bigger.
Yep,
It's taller.
yep.
See, look how taller it looks compared to how it looked at the beginning. Watch.
Yes, Monica, they are huge. Those eyes.
It's still big, right? But it gets bigger. Watch.
Look, you can see where it went up higher in the bush.
Yeah, it's higher, and it's turning its head. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, man, that thing was watching you, man.
Yeah, it was trying to hide from me when he had his head sideways. It's trying to, I guess, right here is looking at me sideways, I guess. But then it messes up and breaks his cover. I guess it got its attention. It's looking at me. That's pretty big, no?
Yeah.
Look, guys, it moves its head. Look. All right. I just wanted y'all to see how it's moving its head. It turns its head all the way around, and it looks like a like a big face of an owl. The owl man, maybe one of the littlest children. Look right there. Look at that.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Those eyes are sideways.
It turned its head and his body.
Oh, check this out. Redneck Wiki says, LOL, I don't see anything, bro. What kind of bullcrap channel is this? I was gonna subscribe, but never mind. I don't see anything in the video. Come on, bro. Hey, Wiki, man, you're very welcome to keep on strolling, bro. God bless you, and hope you find what you're looking for, man.
That's right. I got him. I'll help him out. Let me catch up to the comments real quick. Okay. Monica Dabea says that's crazy. I got something for the Wookiee. There you
May the
go.
force be with you, man.
May the force be with you, Wookiee. I sent him on his merry way. No, I sensed it. I'll show you the. I got in a video. Yeah, that's a close up of it. I got the original video, and I can share that right now where I sense it. Like,
Welcome, runner. How you doing, man?
so you can see that what I'm sensing is all out of my spiritual what I'm sensing spiritually. Let me find that video real quick. It should be right there beside that one. I think it's yeah. All right. Let me share the video so they can hear it when it happened. Because it's off a live video. Okay, I'm gonna push the volume so you can hear what I'm saying. Let me go to the beginning. This believe oh right here. There it is right there.
My hair's already stood up, brother
Look
and
how
sister.
big it is.
I feel something here.
It's right there.
From this area. This is the open space where the thing was hovering. Came from the believe oh
It's all right. The Gay Bear Club. Keep being gay,
right here.
man. If you can't see it, man, that's
My hair's already
because
stood
you
up,
don't have the
brother and
spirit to
sister.
see it.
I feel something here. From this area.
It's okay, man. We'll keep on scrolling, brother. It's probably able to channel
There's
some.
the open
I sent him on
space
his merry way, man.
where the thing was
It's
hovering.
the same troll.
Came from the believe oh right here. My hair's already stood up, brother and sisters. I feel something here.
Hello, Robert Moore.
From this area.
There you go.
This is the open space where the thing was hovering came from the believe. Oh,
right there.
right here. My hair's already stood up, brothers and sisters. I feel something here.
Alrighty. Oops.
Yeah, we don't want to say anything about the gay bear thing because we don't need the ABCDFG nation on us.
So there you go. When you ask me, do I use my senses? Yes. That's how I capture all the things that I capture using my spiritual abilities, what I sense, and it's not. I don't even have to go sense. They come at me. I can even go. I used to go walking in the mornings. I can't even do that because they'll
Hey
try
man,
to come and
don't you
and drain
got a
my
great
energy.
convention to go to, Big Tim? And you're full of you know what, bro? Roosters. Get out of here, man.
I got them.
Come on, moderators. Get on it. The Butt Horde Corn Club is in here. They heard que hay tecolotes and they're thinking it's the other thing, the tuculotes. We don't have any Vaseline, guys. We don't got no baby oil.
Sorry, the new president we got only believes in two genders: male and female. That's it. I'm sorry. Somebody lied to you about anything else.
If you want
Uh,
rights, bro, I'll give you your rights right now. I'll give you 50 cent for 50% off of Vaseline. Now get the hell back in the closet.
Go buy yourself a box of fruity pebbles or some Skittles.
They always gotta
That's
come in
what
and
it is.
ruin a good show, man. Trying to remain relevant by messing up somebody else's show.
Anyways, people
Getting
ask
back
me.
to
People ask me, do I sense them? Yes. I don't even have to sense them because they come to me. Like I can go for a walk in the mornings because they surface up. Like they pass me in front of me. I mean, they move so fast. Uh, but I can share that how fast they move because I got short reels of how fast they move. Besides that, uh, cousin Jesse does have a story to share with y'all. I just wanted to share that short reel of how it looks.
man, I gotta calm down, dude. That dude triggered me, man.
We already know who it is that's doing that, man. It's the same losers, the haters, the people that they just do they do their shows or podcasts for money. We don't do that. The Heavenly Father blesses me, with the things that I do for doing the works that I do. So I'm different than them. You know, if something I'm gonna bless you with something, then trying to force you to buy a rubber ducky for $50, like there's other people that come in here with their fake profile accounts. But besides those losers, let's get back to.
All right.
And what's weird is the only time they did that is when I go and I'm sharing a short reel. This one they want to jump on and come say stuff.
Yeah, and they probably clip the short reel anyway to take it with them. Because, they don't believe that stealing content is against the law. But tonight I will be your spiritual samurai.
He's mad because his subscription from Weekly ran out and he can afford to re-up. What the hell?
That's a good one, Lawrence.
He was so obvious of buy barbecue sauce of cookies made in the roach invested kitchen.
All right, cousin. You want me to go ahead and share the story now?
Yeah, but before I say that, man, look, Mr. Roach King with your fake profiles. It's not my fault that you have a lack of personal hygiene and you don't take care of yourself. You know, you have to have some kind of respect for yourself to take care of your body, man. You know, it's got to be installed in here. And if you don't got it up here, then you must be a very out of shape and unhappy fella that you want to troll other podcasts trying to interrupt the good things that we're doing for our viewers. But besides those losers, go ahead,
It's,
cousin. The floor is
it's
all
not.
yours.
It's not our fault that you wear your underwear inside out twice. Cochino. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all remember last night before I got off the air, uh, mentioned that the dogs were barking really, really bad in the neighborhood, correct? Okay, when I signed off, I walked into my bedroom and my brother's dogs, because my brother lives next door to me, they were barking very ferociously out there. So, I'm about getting ready to jump in my bed and I hear a voice in my back window. It sounds like a female. It's right by my headboard, where the window where the headboard is of my bed. And she's saying something I can't understand in a language I can't understand. And as I'm standing there, trying to make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing, it walks around the back corner of the house and it comes to the other window that's in my bedroom, that's right by the bed of the footbed, the footrest of my bed. And I have an aircon unit there, so it can't get close to the window, but I hear it there, and it's still talking. It's a female, and since it's fenced in, I know that it either jumped the fence or it landed in the yard, and it's going up and down the side of the house where my window is and my mother's window is. And the whole time it's going back and forth back there. It's talking. I can hear the voice. It sounds like an old lady.
Did you
Uh,
see any movement through the blinds when it's going from window to window?
no, man, I got my blinds, instead of having like this, my blinds are like this, stacked like that, so that they can't look inside.
Oh, I see.
Um, so I'm listening to this lady out there just talking and talking and talking, and
Around what time was that, cousin? When because we got off for what time?
we got off about 1:30.
One
So
thirty.
it was about 1:30, almost 2 o'clock when I got to my bedroom, and after I confirmed that I hear what I'm hearing, I go into prayer, and then I start tight binding and rebuking in the name of Jesus Christ. And I have all my gear on, man. I got all my protection on, so I sit on the bed and I'm praying, and I'm praying for the Lord to get that thing to leave my yard. And then I hear something slam into the metal shed I got in the back. And it's like I told you, cousin, once it gets dark, I don't care if it's 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Once the sun sets, I lock my doors and I don't go back outside no matter what. I mean, I don't care what it is, I'm not going outside. So I stay praying, man. I didn't go to bed till like 5:30, almost 6 in the morning. Uh, I stopped hearing the voice, and once I heard that hit the metal shed back there, about 2 or 3 minutes later, I started hearing a tecolote out there on top of the tree in the back of the yard. It's a dead tree, and it's hooting back there, man. So the hooting stopped around 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere around there. Which then I finally was able to go to sleep, and I slept most of the day, man, because I was up most of the night. So I called Cynthia about, I must say, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were talking, right? And I went outside and I was looking for footprints, I couldn't find any footprints around my windows, but over there by that metal shed, man, I found some footprints that looked like it might have been a raccoon or a possum, but it was only 3 feet, only three prints, and they didn't go anywhere, man. And I guess that's where it transformed and turned into that owl and went and stood up there in the tree. That's the only prints I could find in the whole yard. They didn't go anywhere. They were just like in a little circle. So yeah, that's what happened last night, man, and it did freak me out, man, because I wasn't expecting that, especially right there at my window, by where I rest my head, man. That really creeped me out, man.
You know, we all get spiritually tested, and you did the right thing. You stood your spiritual ground. You tied Brown and rebuked it with no fear and told it to leave. Uh, normally sometimes they try to lure you out of your house, right, to go see what's going on outside. Uh, that's what they try to do, to try to ambush you or possibly try to drain your energy. But that's a good thing that you did is tie Brown and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. Any comments from the those that are viewing to for cousin Jesse? Uh, the when he was saying something, it sounded like it was chanting or a different language.
It was a different language, man, but it was saying something the whole time it was walking around
He's
the
probably
back of
trying
my
to
house and
do
the
a
side of my
maldad,
house.
like
Huh?
trying to do a maldad. That's what it was doing.
Yeah, it was trying to get me to be scared so it could get that shock factor. But I wasn't scared, man. I was just trying to make sure that I was hearing what I was hearing.
Lunar eclipse says, "Dang, Jesse, move your bed away from that window."
I can't lunar eclipse because that's the only place it fits in my room. It's a big bed. That's the only place it fits in my room, man. But I ain't scared, man. I mean, they're outside. They can't get in here. Right now, the dogs are barking as we're talking.
It is 12:17.
But then again, Primo, I have been not leaving my lights on in the outside, front or back. So tonight I left the backyard on. I got the big floodlights in the back that you can see all the way into the alley. But they try to
Did
scare
it give you
me.
a flashback of? Tell them the story. You said that story, but did it give you a flashback like when you were a kid of the bruja?
Yeah, man. Especially when I started hearing the hooting over there in the back of the yard. I was like, no, I didn't speak with it, Robert Moore. I tied bound and rebuked it after I prayed a little bit. But yeah, man, it reminded me when I was a little kid that lechuza passed by whistling, that I whistled back. Yeah, my cousins told me never to do that because it'll come back and try to
Well,
take
tell them
your
the
eyes.
story. Some of these, there's some new people in here. I don't think they've heard this story.
Well, check it out, guys. When I was a child, my dad was hiding us from, he said, the welfare, but it was actually my mom. We wound up living in Las Norias Curias, and it was up in the mountains. And to the fact that there was no supermarkets, no stores.
In
There was a
Mexico.
there was a truck that had to come up the mountain to give you your supplies. I don't know, Randy, Victoria. I don't mess with anybody, man. I hardly go out. I'm always staying at home. And hello, Evie. And my very first night there, I heard something whistle. We were in the dark. I mean, the only light over there was what was coming off the torches. There was no running water, and the house was a mud hut. And I whistled back when it passed by. I whistled back, and my cousins there told me, "Don't whistle back." It was a lechuza. I go, "What the hell is a lechuga? Not a lechuga. Lechuza. It's a witch that turns into a bird." I said, "Man, quit bull crapping." I was a city boy, never heard of anything like that. So he goes, "Tonight it's gonna come back and it's gonna try to take your eyes." I said, I started laughing because I didn't believe in that, but when it was time to go inside to go to bed, man,
How
I
old were you?
risked it. I was about, I'm gonna say 6 or 7 years old, maybe 8. And when that time came, man, I risked getting stung by scorpions and to sleep where I slept because the hut had two doors, one front and one back, and they were those kind of doors that they were half doors. You could open the bottom and close the top, or close the bottom and open the top. And the one in the front door was closed, but the one in the back door, the top half was open, so that the air could circulate. And I swept the dirt floor because the inside of the hut was a dirt floor. So I swept the dirt floor. I threw some covers down there. I laid down. I covered my head, and I was looking through a little hole that I left. And then in the middle of the night, I heard like some wings, and something landed in the yard. And then I could hear it walking around the side of the hut. And I looked to where I usually slept, right by that back door. And I saw a hand come in, and it was looking around on the bed. And then I saw the face of an old lady come in and look, and she was looking for me but couldn't find me. So yeah, it came looking for me. So last night it brought back that kind of memory, because I was, like I said, I was sitting there. Well, I was standing in the middle of the room trying to see what I was hearing. Was I was really hearing, man. But I never showed it fear. It just creeped me out, man. It was creepy. The voice sounded really weird, man. Really, uh, like a little girl, something like that, man. But it was saying something in a different language that I didn't know what it was saying. Hello, Annette. Been a while since we seen you. Welcome in. So, any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
But after you prayed and stuff, I've been to get everything kind of settled down.
Yeah, it quit. It quit running back and forth around the side of the house. And like I said, when I tied bind and rebuked it, it slammed into that metal shed I got back there. I guess it turned into a some kind of animal, and then the tracks were in a circle, and they didn't go nowhere. So I guess it turned into the tecolote, and went up into the tree. No lunar eclipse, I have not. That's the only thing you can do, Robert Moore. When you fight spiritually, you have to call on the Heavenly Father and tie by and rebuke. You have to hide behind your faith. That's when
Well,
you.
not
That's
hide,
when
but
what I'm trying to say is that's when your faith is
when you're
being
afraid,
tested, and yeah,
can be afraid.
you can't be afraid, because you give it afraid, you give it power. That's what they feed off of.
There was one day during the day I was investigating the wooded areas, doing a video, and I had like we call it a Mexican standoff, where I'm standing in the open field, and by the tree line, in between some trees, there's like a gap. In the middle of the gap, there was a very tall, what seemed to be, it had the face of a crocodile, but it was huge. It was like 16 foot tall, and it's looking at me, and its mouth is open. You can see the teeth and everything. It's just looking at me, just to see what I'm going to do. And I'm looking at it, and I start. I'm looking at it, and I say, "I tie bind and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name." When I said, "I tie bind and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name," it disappeared from where it was standing, just vanished. Uh, but yeah, you're supposed to not be afraid and stand against it spiritually and fight spiritually through Jesus Christ. And if you said type on your rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, it disappears, you already know what you're dealing with is something evil.
Well,
And it's
what I
going
meant to
to
say,
everything
cousin, is
evil, Jesus Christ into the equation.
Yeah, Super is just right, man. That's what I was trying to say, man. You gotta use your faith like a shield to protect you. That's what I
Hmm.
was trying to say, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, it was really creepy, man. And like I said, I stayed up sitting on my bed, man, till about 6:30, man.
you couldn't
Then
go
I
back to
was
sleep.
no, I couldn't go back to sleep. I was trying to see if it was still there, trying to sense it to see if it was still there, but I couldn't sense anything. I could just hear the tecolote in the damn tree back there.
Well, you saw Taiban Riki and Jesus Christ, and it left your property and
Yeah,
went to,
and
to another property, stalking you.
we went into the alley, man, because that tree is in the alley. It's on the alley side. It's not on our property. It's growing out in the alley. Yes, Robert Moore. I have learned a lot from my cousin being on this show, and I've grown in faith, and I've started using it as armor against the evil one.
Yep. And you ain't supposed to be afraid of. Doesn't matter how many voices you hear. Doesn't matter how many growlings or different sounds of animals you hear, or uh, different manifestations that you're seeing.
As a
You
matter,
maintain your love foundation. When you go and investigate an area, what I do, I pray before I go in there. I pray during if things get out of control. Then I pray after for nothing to follow me home. Prayer is very important. You gotta
I started to
careful.
call you. I started to call you, cousin, so you could hear what was going on. But then I said, nah, man, he probably
You
doing something else.
should have called me, cousin. I would have gone outside, and you know what I do. I fight
Yeah.
spiritually.
Yeah, so like I said, I stood in the room for a good 10, 15 minutes trying to make sure what I was hearing was what I was hearing. I thought my mind was playing tricks on me. I was like, I know you did it. So when I realized what it was, man, I went into prayer. I said a prayer and then I asked the Lord to come and get rid of it. And then I type bind and rebuked it in Jesus Christ's name. And then I went and sat on the bed and I was type binding and rebuking in Jesus Christ's name, man.
Yeah, man. That's one thing that I'm a combat veteran, and I've been in those situations. When I was in the Battle of Medina Ridge, we fought the Saddam Hussein's elite army, the Medina Republican Guard, and there could be a lot of things that cross your mind. But I prayed before the night before. I prayed to the Heavenly Father to assist us to be victorious in combat, because we already knew the night before that we're going to go fight, combat, be in war. And it's good when you bring the Heavenly Father in, because it brings you some peace, tranquility, and there's no fear there, because you already know that the Heavenly Father is gonna intervene and is looking out for you. Uh, so
Robert,
it's very important to you have your faith and believe in Jesus Christ.
Robert, your eyes and your ears, they can be tricked, but your your spirit can never be tricked, man. Always go with your gut instinct. It will never fail you because like I said, eyes and ears can be tricked. Spiritual gifts they cannot be tricked,
But
man.
you
Always
seen the video
follow
where I sense. I think there's numerous video. I think I have one where there's a dark shadow that passes right in front of me,
it. You were sitting at the office.
and I seen it. And you want me to show them the videos?
Yeah, show them that video, cousin.
I want to show you all this. And it's dealing with the lechuzas, brujas. Tecolotes, or yeah, there's this unclean spirits. They move very rapidly. But you're when you live by the spirit and you train your spirit to be ready, it's an automatic. It's first to nature. Let me share that. Let me find the short reel. I don't know what happened to. I think I have to log in back into YouTube.
Oh man, you're gonna get that double sound now.
No, no, no. It's I have to log in into YouTube for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Probably what we're talking about.
All right, let me find it. The dark shadow one. I think I'm gonna play the one that where I'm talking and how fast it freaking moves.
No, it's not a trick, lunar eclipse. It's a treat. Yes, Robert Moon. More, I mean.
Okay, here we go. Let me share this
Amen, amen, runner.
to the viewers.
Welcome home, runner.
Lift a lot of weights. You don't have to. Your health is staying physically active. You don't have to lift a lot of weights. You don't have to go for long runs. So long you're doing something.
There it goes.
Oh, y'all seen that, brothers and sisters?
Wow.
Something is pissed off. So they like. I know if y'all seen that. I just seen like a dark shadow figure pass right in front of me, and it went past me by the light. Your health is staying physically active. You don't have to lift a lot of weights. You don't have to go for long runs. So long you're doing something.
Oh,
Oh, y'all
be
seen
back
that, brother?
there.
Let me
Be
do
back
the.
there. Be back.
I think I had a slow version of it, but I think need to find it. You there, Primo? Let's see. I think we lost cousin Jesse. What happened? Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the short. I put it on slow speed so you can see. Yeah. So I'm gonna. That was how fast it was moving. Now I got the short like where it's lowered speed. So I'm gonna share that with y'all. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. Yeah. So even on slow motion, it's still moving hell of a fast. It's in spirit form, right? Disembodied form, should I say? So they move hell of a fast. I'll let y'all see it one more time before I take it off. So, and this is in slow motion that I'm playing it, and it's still moving fast. Dude, there he goes. All right, all right. Oh yeah, brother exuberance. Yeah, because they're in disembodied form, so it's not really a blur. It's they're in disembodied form. I guess a disembodied form means that it's got no vessel, so it's a spirit, a dark spirit, especially if it's like a DDN, the disembodied demonic Nephilim. It's just the spirit that remains, right? We see a
Rest
lot
well,
of those.
Malika. Good night.
We call them dark shadows, montoneiros. Good night, Sister Monica. But yeah, it just passed. It wasn't afraid to show itself. It passed right in front of me. It came from, I guess, the closet area. It passed right in front of me.
Because it went from behind you to in front of you, man. It went all the way around
Yeah.
you.
Then of course I got, if that's not good enough, I got the other one but I'm trying to stick to the wicked lechuza, and I need to uh, fix the spelling of tecolote.
Telocote. You got the people in that corn cob bunch all excited, thinking it was corn.
I do got a video of me being out there in the broad daylight where it passes right beside me, and it's huge, it's massive. Should I share that one?
Share
If
that
y'all
one,
want to
cause
see that one, I can share it with y'all.
you're my
Dark
tongue.
disembodied form that passes right in front of me while
Hello,
I'm
hi,
doing the
man.
investigation. You,
¿Qué
you
pascual, vato?
just I'm out there walking slowly, just using my senses. I could see one passing right behind me, looking down at me because they're very tall, and it's looking down at me like it's pissed off. So I see it, and I start praying the Our Father, or I say I type underneath in Jesus Christ's name. That one came and tried to clothesline me, literally clothesline me, where I almost dropped to one knee, but I was able to fight the blow to my neck area. Uh, and I started praying to Our Father, type under rebuking whatever was there, and I was able to get out of the area safely. But for about almost 2 months, I had problems with my neck. Yeah, let me share that other one real quick. Should have shown the fast speed, cousin.
Yeah, man. Show it all, man, so they can see it.
The regular speed, and then the lower
The slow
speed.
motion. Yeah.
I think this is it right here. Uh,
We don't ever mess with any vegetables, brother. Brother Runner. We don't mess with vegetables. We can't mess with that vegetable, especially when it's a fruit.
All right. Let me find it again. I had it and I messed up.
Oh yeah, that pop really good, man.
All right, here we go. Let's play this. And I'll play what I'm saying on there also. Let's do this. Through here, I just heard something here. Sounded like a some kind of bark.
Oh wow, there it went.
Because I've been through here. I just heard something here. Sounded like a some kind of bark.
There it went.
Because I've been through here. I just heard something here. Sounded like a some kind of bark. Because I've been through here. I just heard something here. Sounded like a some kind of bark. Because I've been through. Okay, now let's go to the other one.
Yeah, La Morgan. Eggplant.
Let's go to the slow motion now. Make this bigger.
There it
There
goes.
it is.
It's the Flash.
That is moving fast. So we can track it down here. Get a close look at it, frame by frame.
I did not know that runner.
Oh, what do we got there? Look at that.
No, I don't think so, Anderson. I think the only reason he caught that was because it wasn't the camera caught it. His eye didn't catch it. His spiritual senses caught it, but his eye didn't. The camera did though.
That's why I had angled the camera to uh where I heard the sounds of what seemed to be like a dog or something. That's why I
Hey,
aimed the camera that way.
hey, Lawrence, you know pineapple is the international symbol for swingers, right?
There it is. I'm gonna pause it around right here. Look at that.
Wow. It's still moving so fast, even in slow motion. I can't believe that, man.
Look at that. There's one here. There's several here. There's not just one. There's several.
I see like three.
Yeah. There's more than one. See, they're moving in phases. Like cousin Jesse says, moving in phases, but very fast. And this during the broad daylight. Oh, I try to pause it on. I'll pause it in a moment.
There.
Look at that. Look at that sucker.
Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, a big sucker, man.
That's a big one right here. So when people say dogman, well, it's I believe DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. Because there's several here. Look at this one, the face of this one. La Boca,
Mm-hmm.
Un Ojo. There's several in this picture.
They're
And this one
running
is
us.
on. They're moving so fast they can stop and look at you and then keep on going. Watch.
They're moving as a pack, man. Wow.
Look at this. It's crazy, right? Play it one more time. Retired banner, be in Jesus Christ's name.
Amen.
All right, let me stop sharing it and go back to you, cousin. Catch back to the comments.
Yep, yep.
I think I'm way behind. Yeah.
More than likely you are. That was a good capture, Mr. Anderson. You can hide from the human eye, but you can't hide from the camera. Man, I wish the dogs wouldn't be barking every night at this hour.
No, that's real footage. Not somebody dressed up in a costume. That's real footage of something that's moving super fast. No AI or somebody dressed up in a Bigfoot costume or a dogman costume. That's real footage of the things that I talk about here. I call them the DDN, the disembodied demonic Nephilim. Now, you see how fast they move, right? They don't have flesh. They're in disembodied form. So when those people say that I'll just shoot it, you ain't gonna do nothing to it. Bullet's gonna go right through it.
What,
It's just
what's
in
funny
disembodied
is
form.
what's funny is that I cannot run it. I don't think so.
Trying to catch up to the comments.
You're gonna get back on topic. Abe's house. What topic is at Abe's house, Hyman?
He's talking about the lechuzas, brujas.
No, the ones at your house. The one in your house in Raymondville.
It wasn't just at our house, man. It was there everywhere. Um, when somebody has a spiritual hit on them, and
Yeah.
they're in a what do you call it? What are they called? The brujas when they're together, a convent or what are they
A
like?
coven.
Like a cult,
It's a coven.
a coven, whatever. Um, they come at you in numbers. There'll be more than one, more than five, more than six. They come at you in numbers. Lee, we've been on for an hour and 14 minutes, cousin.
Yes, sir. I thought, man, last night I was like, man, I'm gonna tell Abe, and we're gonna put this on the show tomorrow, so people will know that they're definitely real, man. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, man. What's up, Sage Cooley? How you doing, man? I know what you mean, Jaime. I stand corrected. Thank you very much.
I knew something had happened last night, yesterday, because I had a dream last night. I seen a woman look like a bruja. Uh, she was morena, and they were throwing stuff at me. I'm talking about they were throwing like but let's type by and rebuke that, because what I was seeing is like an accident, like a parts of vehicles flying. So let's type by and rebuke that. We're going to type by and rebuke any form of witchcraft or necromancy or spells that were done last night to either cousin Jesse or to the one that infiltrated my dream last night. We take authority over you in Jesus Christ's name. We type on and rebuke you, and for whatever you're trying to do for it to go back to you, because we wouldn't accept any form of negativity here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, or us as individuals. We place Jesus Christ first always. We type on rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. Uh, for whatever you're trying to do last night, for you to stumble, and for whatever you're doing to fail. This I pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. What's up, Beyond the Box? How you doing? Welcome in. Damn, that sounds like a channel that I know that does that. They come back, try to talk more crap, then act like victims.
Y'all seen that, guys? The people that came here trying interrupting our show.
And they all
I think I
have,
know they're doing that because I've been, I guess, making fun of them in PRT News. I guess.
yeah, man. These cats don't know when to stop, man. We haven't been messing with them at all or talking about them. I don't know why they're coming over here. And every name of those trolls that got in had the gay thing in there. It was gay this and gay that and gay that.
I ain't worried about them, man. Yeah, the only thing I can say is
Grow
I remember
the F.
I remember somebody. I'm gonna say that once told me that their God was from the Old Testament, and I told them we're in the time of Jesus Christ, and they said we're gonna pray against you, and they wish very bad things towards me with their God of the Old Testament, right? Wish very bad things towards me. Ty Bundy rebuked what the wish towards me through Jesus Christ, and you know, I don't rejoice when something the seven times goes back to the sender. Look at the situations of these individuals that they're going through right now. How can I pray? This is a simple question. How can I pray for somebody if the only thing they've ever wished towards me is bad intent? I place Jesus Christ first as my protector. So if they're trying to wish something bad towards me and it goes back to them seven timefold, I'm not I'm not gonna take uh but placing Jesus Christ my prayer away. That's my protection when I tie bound and rebuke through Jesus Christ's name. So when it backfires to somebody that's coming at me in a negative way and things start happening to them, well, they bought it to themselves, right? There's nothing I can do about that. That will be between them and the Heavenly Father.
And yeah, Jaime, I agree with you. This isn't a Bigfoot channel. We hardly ever talk about Bigfoot here, man. We talk spiritually on this show. I don't know why they would want to come in here and do that. Uh-oh. I saw that yawn, primo. I know what you need. I know what you need. You need some of this, but mira.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson, they stuck to that Old Testament stuff, and look at their situation right now. Look how ill they are. The only thing I was doing is trying to get them to break away from the bondage, and to awaken spiritually, to understand how who Jesus Christ is, what He's done for us. You ain't gonna worship things of the past, like the pharaohs, the the bull made out of gold, the serpent statue. You're gonna if you're gonna worship someone that's the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe the church that they will go to, being out there in the woods, they might have been misguided, misguided, and they really don't know what they're saying. That's what the things are happening to them. It's kind of like this, when you do something towards somebody and it's negative and it goes back to you. Basically, you just get a taste of your own medicine, right? It goes back to the sender. And the reason people try to say to go pray for him or whatever, no, that's part of that. It's part of spiritual warfare.
Yes, it's cool.
I don't make sense, and there's a bunch of BF channels. Maybe it should be the BS channels, BF for BS. Some of the stories that I've heard, man, uh, is I don't know, especially when it comes down to the Bigfoots. Of what I witnessed, I've been in the train in the woods while I was in the military for 10 years, uh, all terrain, ice, snow, heat. I've seen those things out there. Bultoneiros, the DDN. Yeah. So let's go back to the wicked lechuzas and tecolotes. Tell them how you know about the brujas, primo. About
Skinny.
your homeboy, Juan Garza.
No, yeah, there in Reynoldsville, I have a friend, and when we were teenagers, we used to go out and, do teenage stuff. We smoke a little this, a little that, drink a little this, a little that, and I would come and drop him off. His grandma was a witch, and she would transform into a lechuza. Now, this one particular night, I came and dropped him off, and I've always been paranoid if people followed me around, so I always took different ways to get to where I lived because I lived 2.5 miles out of town. So this one particular night, I went home, went through a yard, got attacked by a dog, jumped the fence. Then I went by I'm gonna say it's a junkyard. The only one that's in town called Tavos, and his dogs chase me. How you doing, Gwendolyn Cloud Martinez? Welcome. And I looked up and I saw a big old white bird flying overhead. So I went home, got up the next morning, went back to town, went to his house, and he was like, "Hey man, it was messed up the way that dog attacked you." I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Yeah man, then you went by Tavos and his dogs attacked you too, and you had to run home, and luckily you didn't get bit." I go, "Man, how you know all this, man? Nobody was there, nobody saw none of it." He goes, "Well, remember when you looked up and you seen that big white bird flying overhead?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "That was me." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, man, me and my grandma, we can turn into lechuzas." So yeah, she taught him the family business.
And they live right across
An elementary school.
elementary school.
But yeah, he's sickly now, man. He diabetes is eating him alive, dude.
Diabetes.
Hmm. I don't look
How
as
long
bad as he does, man.
has he had that?
I don't know. I don't think he's had it longer than me, man. I've had mine since like 2010, somewhere around there, man.
Oh wow.
Yes, exuberance. Not only did he admit that, but he also told me that he could do spells on people. Let's say if you did something to him that you wronged him, he had this candle with a black candle with a snake on it. He would find out what your name was and write it on a piece of parchment paper. Stick that under the candle and put it in a dark room. And he would attack you in your dreams with that snake at night. Yes, I was very close, exuberance. As a matter of fact, man, our families go back to my dad and his dad. My dad and his dad, the original Jesus Carvajal and the original Juan Garza, they were friends. My dad taught his dad how to wrestle and how to fight. And I taught him martial arts and how to fight. And yeah, our family's two generations, I think, or generation D. Yes, they do have power, Robert Moore. But yeah, we were good friends, man. We hung out. He wasn't anything like me, man. If anything popped up, like let's say somebody jumped out and tried to fight, he would always freeze, man. Not me. I'd always go hard. Cause it ain't knows, man. Cause it ain't know, man. We always went hard. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not only that, but my baby mama's brother was his friend as well, and his name was also Jesse, and he was also into martial arts, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that my dad had trained his dad, man, and he was trying to get me to beat up his dad, and I was always trying to beat up his dad. His dad never wanted to fight me. I'm glad he probably would have whooped my ass because my dad trained him. But yeah, man, we were in that kind of friendship, man. I thought we were real good friends, man. Because besides my primos, he was the only one other person I hung around with. That's back in the days of the radio, primo. When I carried my
Yep.
radio everywhere, just jamming. Those were cool days, man. I remember,
What
man. I
happened to
enjoyed it.
the old girl that was from what was it? No, trying to remember. I don't know. Something came to my mind and it just went right out.
No, come on. You think that's incredible exuberance? I used to hang around with a palero, man. He's like a African witch doctor, man. He would use a necromancy to help to do whatever he wanted done. So yeah, met different kinds of people. Exuberance. That last dude, man, he died a horrible death, man.
The
We
horrible
went,
death.
we didn't have the internet exuberance. We went out and did stuff.
Yeah, there was no internet. I'll be right back, cousin.
uh, Back then, man, we wouldn't hurt feelings, man. We'd hurt your bones. If we had something to say, we wouldn't hide behind the screen, man. We had to go out there and find you to tell you. So, people, any questions of anything y'all heard right here? I don't know about that, Wendelin, because some of these brujas, they sell their souls for the powers they think they're getting. I mean, Jesus forgives, but you can't sell something that doesn't belong to you because not even the hair on your head belongs to you. It belongs to the Almighty. It's a religion, Gwendolyn, like anything else. Yeah, I know. They used to shock me too, man, when I put it all together. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I never sold my soul, man. I went to a bunch of rituals and was there, but that's about it, man. I never really committed to it. I just was in there because that was my dad's friend, and my dad was into that. All brujas different. They get their thing from Satan, I believe. Mr. Anderson, they're brides of Satan, is what I think. Yeah, exuberance, exactly. I mean, repented, I got baptized, but like Gabe says, the spirit knows the spirit, and once you've done dipped your toe in that kind of lifestyle, you gotta repent wholeheartedly, man, or they'll just keep coming at you. Well, yeah, Robert Moore, like these spiritual gifts of discernment that my cousin have, all of us have them. It just so happens that when it comes to the gift, he's the strongest one in the family with the gift. We all see, but even he'll tell you, my great grandma, she saw it in him and said that he was going to be special. Well, as far as I know, Mr. Anderson, La Santa Muerte, most of the people that are in that religion are in the cartel. As for the feathered serpent or something else, I don't know, man, anything about the feathered serpent. I know it's Aztecan. It's from the Aztecs, but I don't know much about it, man. Yeah, you always have to trade something for something, Hyman. Then you're just gonna give it to you. You
Where's
can,
Benny Blanco at?
I don't know. He would be the expert on Santa Muerte.
But there was a guy used to come here, Benny Blanco, and
Yeah.
only Benny Blanco that I've been seeing lately is the one that comes out on. He's a singer, as with Selena Gomez. There was a guy that would come in here that he said it was. I guess that he had money and all this stuff. His name was Benny Blanco.
Uh,
I don't know
Mr.
whatever happened to
Anderson.
him. I
Mr.
wonder
Anderson.
that Santa Muerte failed him.
Mr. Anderson. Diablo is what we call Satan. El Diablo. That's what we call it. It's just a Spanish word that Mexican people use to say Satan. They can say Satanás, but they mostly just call him El Diablo. Yeah, I don't know very much about MS-13, Robert Moore. I try to keep their name out of my mouth. Well, most Mexicans they pray to Jesus, man, or the Virgin Mary. Yes, Juan Avila. Only one way, Jesus. Amen. Was that Rebel?
Yeah, he was laying down. Got up to drink some water.
What guy, Jaime? Hey, Primo.
Yep.
The dogs were barking real bad. Now it's
Hmm.
really, really quiet, man. It's really very eerie, man. It's quiet, quiet.
Well, we prayed. Remember, we tied by and rebuked.
You hear a dog barking maybe 3 blocks down that way. An hour and 38 minutes, cousin. It's been a good show. We talked about a little bit of this, a little bit
Any
of that.
questions from the viewers?
Hello, Cynthia. How you doing, girl?
I think I got a crazy picture here, man. Let's see if people, what people think about this picture. Let me try to crop it. It's a picture that I really haven't shown.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson, we could do this on open mic night, and we could pray before, during, and after, so that we're all prayed up and nothing bad will happen. And it's open mic night. Don't hesitate to jump in, Mr. Anderson. Like the one person who should remain nameless.
Let me share this photo. I don't know. I know it's going a little bit off topic, but. when we talk about the DDN and stuff like that. It's something I captured and just I just want to show y'all. What do y'all think about it?
Hey man, exuberance, si te cayó, if that shoe fits, wear it, bro. I didn't mention any names. Cool, Mr. Anderson. We try to have an open mic night at least once a week. Ya ves, primo? All I said was to jump in, not like a certain person. And exuberance said I turned him into Lord Voldemort.
Uh, there we go. Let me share this. I haven't showed this to anybody. It's just mind you that I believe it's something that's in spirit form or disembodied form. There you go. Shoot,
Apparently, exuberance, Jaime. Oh, wow, look at that.
that's tall, man.
Yeah, it really is.
That's from Elm's Grove. Looks kind of like a portal, no?
Yeah, it really does, man.
What do y'all think about this? Does that look like a portal to y'all?
Yeah, I see his head sticking out of it. That's crazy.
I hadn't really paid attention, but it looks like a portal all the way around here.
Yeah, yeah, you can see it looks like a circle.
Well, the thing that caught me was this right here.
Yep.
It looks like it's got his long arms and it's tall. That's huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's as tall as a tree's just about.
Wow.
I just wanted to share that with y'all. Looks like something, could be something, might not be nothing,
But it
but
does look like a portal.
it does look like a portal. You see,
Mm-hmm.
it's a picture I've been having that I just wanted to share with y'all. Looks like a portal right here. Possibly a different dimension. I don't know.
It looks like it's different from the background.
Hmm. I just wanted
Yeah,
to share that with you.
yeah, Anderson. Mr. Anderson. It really does look like a triangle, don't it, Cynthia? Hyman says he sees a symbol like a demonic seagull. A red dot in the middle. Yeah, it is strange right in the center. I see a face in the center, exuberance.
Yeah, I was just sharing it with your brothers and sisters.
Well, you got a lot of comments on that picture, cuz.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
This, man, I just seen something moving there. The hell was that? Yeah, I see something moving in there.
No, no, man. I see a face right in the middle of that thing.
Just something that I want to show y'all to see what y'all think about that picture.
Yeah, exuberance. I see a face right in the middle of there. I see two eyes, a nose, a mouth, a chin, right in the middle, like it's coming out of that door in the middle. The eyes are like greenish yellow, something like that. Yeah, there is Anderson. I don't know, Robert Moore. I'm seeing what I'm seeing, man, and I see a face staring out of the center of that thing right there. Yes, yes, Ben YouTube. You know what, cousin? The whole picture is moving, man.
I'm telling you that I see movement in there.
Yeah, the whole picture is moving.
I see something moving right there on the right side.
Entire
I'll show
binary
you. I'll show you where to look.
latest portal.
I see movement here,
I see the
and it's
whole thing moving.
like it's changing. So, people, what do y'all think about this picture, y'all?
Mr. Anderson says he's looking at it on a TV over 70 inches and he can see the face clear.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a lot
Robert.
of activity in this portal, man.
Yeah, Robert, I type binary rebuked it and closed this portal for this device. Because I know it's not my eyes and that thing is moving. The whole picture is moving side to side.
All right, let me go back to y'all. Let's see. Up to the comments.
Told you it was moving, Jaime.
It said that the bottom of the portal was moving too.
Mm-hmm. All of it's moving. Can you exit that picture, cousin?
Is that what?
Can you exit that picture?
Yeah, I see something flying in the background over there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me stop sharing it.
Need to close the portal.
You
Thank
see
you.
you seeing the movement in there?
The whole picture was moving, dude.
Somebody said, "Yeah, that's what I mean about it's not a good pick." You get something moving, flying in the up in the air behind. You can see something moving. Picture within a picture.
Exit stage left. Calm down, Jaime. Calm down, brother. I close my screen off, Mr. Anderson.
So tell me we're at 150. I just wanted to share it because I hadn't shared it, and I said, let me see what people think about this picture. Well, that's the kind of the strange things that will happen there in Elms Grove. Some
Yes, when
strange stuff.
you can feel a portal because of all the energy that is used to open and close a portal. You can always feel when a portal's around. There'll be a change in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I can sense where there's uh, where there's activity. I have another picture of another portal. Uh, it's in the same area where I captured that image.
Almost made champurrado in your pants, Jaime.
Much of ah, tecolotes. I gotta it's tecolo.
Lote,
Huh?
not tuculote. No, it's tecolote. An hour and 52 minutes, cousin. We're almost there. I can see you're sleepy already.
Yeah, I feel some heaviness on my neck area.
That's
What
why I
I can.
pop. That's why I pop my neck the whole time I'm on the show.
So yeah, there's another. I got some crazy pictures, man. I'm just
That
bringing you
was
the
a good
spiritual
one.
truth of what I've found out of what I've encountered out there in the woods. In central, I live in Central Texas. Central
Man.
Texas, in
I had never
Temple.
seen that picture, cousin.
Yeah, I never showed it to you before. I just want to show it to see what you thought about it.
Well, I was good, man, till I saw that face in the very middle of the picture with the green glowing eyes. Please hit the like. Hey, we didn't get the Duanita in here tonight, man. But that's all right. We got an angel in here. Ain't that right, Cynthia? There's your question, cousin.
Maybe those porters have been there for many years. They're just there, open, and there might be in many locations.
What's up, little brother? How you doing, man? Always late to the party. No, she's probably busy tonight, Exuberance, but I'll say it anyway. Has anybody seen La Duendita? Thank you, Jaime. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button.
I hope you all like tonight's show. Tomorrow we'll probably talk some more about this, like a part two, or just talk about a lot of things. What I originally wanted to talk about was about mirror stuff, but we can do that tomorrow. Just wanted to do this so Guns Jessica shares what's experienced yesterday, and just show stuff that I have a lot of pictures I haven't shown y'all. I haven't shown nobody. Like the picture I just showed.
Yeah, I had never seen that picture, man. Ever. Excuse me. Need some agua. Yeah, man. I sent a picture of those footprints to Cynthia, man, earlier today when we were talking. Yeah, they're creepy, Wendolin, but they're also portals. Even the screens to these tablets, computers, and TVs, even water can be used as a portal because it's reflective.
We can talk about that tomorrow.
4 minutes till the second hour, cousin.
Think we we could wrap it up. I know I feel like it's getting cold in here where I'm at right now, sitting down. Uh, what time we got?
150, 131.
Yeah, I think we had a pretty good show. Uh, and we can do another show tomorrow. We can talk about all anything in general. Yeah, I have a couple of stories here of the mirrors. That's something that I witnessed, and we can talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Well, hello, Cryptic Commission. How you doing, man? Sorry you're a little late. We're about done, man. If you would have seen the picture that cousin just shared, you would have freaked out. 12:32
Who's that?
over here. Wow, it's still early over there. Good night, Cynthia. Rest well. All right, cousin. I'm gonna head out, man.
All
Ladies and
right.
gentlemen, thanks again for coming in and helping make this a good show. I hope everyone's questions were answered. And like I say every night, I'm very glad when y'all come in here and spend time with us. And then speaking on that, I want to wish y'all a good night. May the Lord protect you and keep you safe while you sleep. When you wake up in the morning, may you wake up to abundance and blessings, man. Bye to everyone.
See you later, primo.
All right, cousin. Bye, Cynthia. Bye, Lalo Lies. Good night, Prima Evie.
And saying that, brothers and sisters, thank y'all for tuning in here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I hope you liked the show and the talk that we had here, the sharing of videos and pictures. I have a lot of pictures that I haven't shared. Uh, I try to do this live feeds late at night, so like that people don't troll us. But kids always find a way to try to troll us and try to come here and interrupt our live feed. Uh, I wish they hadn't done that in a long time, but it is what it is. The show we must go on. We do the show, but we said we were going to do, and we did it. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'm sorry that I creeped you out with the last picture. I think I might have some more pictures like that that are creepy as hell. But that one you could literally see like a portal, you know. And there was movement in the picture. I have another picture like that people would tell me every time they see the picture, they always see something else because there's constant. Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy, and I believe cousin Jesse what he experienced because I've had some strange encounters like that. It's kind of like there was a. I used to do my live videos at nighttime in the backyard by my what do you call it? It's like it's good, you one of those little roofs, with lights and stuff. Just took a seat. I was doing a video there one evening, and I seen something picking his head from behind the tree like that. And I'm looking, and as I'm finishing off the show that I was doing that night, then he showed me all his body, and he was standing on the ground. It was like a white owl or a white lechuza. But what was weird about it, it was like 4.5, 4.5. It looked like 4.5, but when I looked at it and I want to go measure it, it's higher than that. Uh, it was probably like 5.5 feet tall, or possibly 6. When I seen it, it was looking at me, and I was looking at it, and I said, "I type on rebuke in Jesus Christ's name." Telepathically, when I said that, it flew away, and it was pretty huge. And saying that, brothers and sisters, good night, everybody. God bless y'all. Everybody have a good evening, and join us tomorrow night. We'll do the live dealing with images, mirrors, reflections, you name it. Uh, Thank y'all. Good night. God bless y'all. Love, light, and blessings to every single one of you and your families. This is Brother Apes signing off for Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. You have a good night.